I would like to explain about the income that you deserve. These are typical that 99.9% that most of us receiving our income from, right? So what is the income that we deserve to receive? One of them is employment. If you are working for a boss or maybe for a company, eventually at the end of probably bi-weekly or a month that you will receive your compensation on that month of working, right? Or maybe you are a salesman. Maybe you're selling car, maybe you're selling a services. Then eventually based on that sales, you get a commission. Or maybe like a street vendor that you sell some kind of food that you make or you prepare, then you, of course, you deserve the payment of the customer, right? So you deserve the income. Or maybe you're a store owner. You open a mom and pop store, brick and mortar store, then you sell some goods or some insurance or maybe like a service, whatever it is that you are selling in through the store, that you will receive the income that you deserve. And lastly, maybe you are a high profile um, professional, maybe like a doctor, a surgeon, or maybe like a lawyer, that the services that you are selling, that you will receive the income that you deserve. So basically, this income is what we call is you're exchanging your time with money, right? So if you don't have time anymore, maybe you're sick, maybe you are not capable of opening your store, or maybe you don't make a sale on that month, of course, you will not receive the income, because this income is only happen when you are exchanging your time, and then you deserve the income that you exchange your time with. And the second income that I want to share is the income that you do not deserve, right? So a lot of us probably think there is no such thing that income that you don't deserve. Usually we work for that income, so we deserve that income. But there is actually one income that we do not deserve, but we receive it. That is only in Atomy, right? So I will explain what that is. Maybe in the beginning, a few months, you try to do Atomy business, then you share your Atomy products that you have been using, and then you've been loving the products, maybe to your family members, to your uncle, to your aunties, or maybe to your parents. Eventually, they're gonna want to try the products, and then they register on your left. And then maybe to your close friends, and then maybe to your colleagues at your workplace or your businesses. Eventually, you have, let's say, you only have 4 people registering on the left and then 4 people registering on the right. That's it. You don't have any more people to share with, right? So the income that you receive from this network, what we call a left market and the right market, which is your binary system in Atomy. So these are the income that obviously at the beginning that you deserve this income because you share to these 8 people, right? And then over time, these 8 people will start using the product just like yourself. And then they're liking the product, they're loving the product, and they're sharing the products to their colleagues or their family members or close friend. And this will become your lineage, right? But remember, the income that you deserve is only the first 4 levels, which is the first 8 people, 4 on the left, 4 on the right. These are the income that you deserve because you share them personally, and then you create the sales through their purchases. But eventually, you will have more people under them, right? Because they keep sharing, because they try the product, loving the product, and then they share the product. And eventually, your network will look like this, right? It's like a skewer of people, one on the left and one on the right. And then again, you only deserve the first 4, right? That's very common. But in Atomy, the income that you create from sharing to the first 8 people, it become the income that you do not deserve, right? Imagine this, maybe like 50 people under them make the purchase because they like the product and they love the product and they share the product. And then those PV, those point will become your group PVs, right? And then you create your commission, maybe becoming from once a month, become like once a week, and then becomes couple times a week. These are the income that you do not deserve, right? But the truth is that you are receiving an Atomy. So that is what we call the income that you do not deserve, but yet you still receive it in Atomy. And eventually, your network will look like this, right? Do you deserve the income? I doubt it, right? If you're not in Atomy, if you're somewhere else, I don't think you're going to receive the income from under your fourth level because you didn't work on them. But yet in Atomy, you are receiving the income. This is what I call the income that you do not deserve, but you still receive it in Atomy. The reason is Atomy binary system has the unlimited level. It means doesn't matter who they recruited by who, as long as they're on your left leg and right leg, and as long as they make the purchase, you're gonna get those PV 100%. This is what we call unlimited 100% PV accumulation, right? Is it fair? That's what we call the income that you do not deserve, but you still receive it in Atomy. In general populace, I don't think that you're gonna find this kind of income outside of Atomy. You must work for your income, like the one I already explained, that you exchange your time, then you get the income because you deserve it. But in Atomy, eventually you will receive at a point that the income that you receive is no longer you deserve it, but you still receive it, right? And the best thing about our Atomy binary system is the personal PV is permanent. It's never being resetted end of the month that you have to keep accumulating your personal PV. As long as you keep your ID active in Atomy, you still keep your personal PV forever, right? And the next best thing is the group PV will never reset until you get the commission. So this will make everyone in Atomy, they're not being pushed around, they're not being chased around. You got to make commission end of the month because your group PV will reset. But in Atomy, the group PV that you accumulate that you do not deserve will still keep accumulating until you get the commission, which is, I don't think you and I deserve this income, right? But in Atomy, we still receive it, even though we do not deserve it. So that is the best system. I don't think that you will find anything better than Atomy. The system of the compensation plan, anything better than Atomy. And if you leave Atomy, I don't think you're gonna get this kind of income unless you deserve it, right? That is the reality that we're living in.
구독, 좋아요 눌러주세요.